Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode, and I'm very angry right now because I've just recorded this episode and the recording decided to fail, so I had to redo a portion of this episode. And guess what? I cannot show you something as a result. So to give you the rundown, you will see this in my Brilliant Diamond Let's Play. Thank God for that. But basically, if you come to the chateau, outside you will see the gym leader Gardenia. If you speak to her, she'll mention about shadows and about a Pokemon being here. And she'll be too afraid to investigate, so she'll ask you to investigate the matter for her. If you want to see what she says, go and see my Brilliant Diamond Let's Play, because I got to this room, saved in front of this TV, only to find out after I was done recording that the recording failed. So, I cannot go back and show that conversation anymore. The joys of recording. Especially when your recording decides to fail for no reason. But anyway, so I've gone ahead and put in a very low level Pokemon for this. You want to have something low leveled for this encounter. Because if you check the TV, and by the way, you have to be at night. If you come here at any other time, you cannot do this. Inside the TV, there appears to be a Pokemon. The Pokemon looks like it could come out. Would you like to thump the TV? And inside the TV is Rotom. Now, you may be hearing this music and you may be thinking, oh my god, you found a legendary! No, you have not. Rotom is not a legendary. You can look it up. It is officially classified as a regular Pokemon. I don't know why they play the legendary battle music here. Here in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and in the remakes. I don't know why they play this, because it's very misleading. Good hypnosis hit. Rotom's asleep, so let's do some damage to it. It's still asleep. Probably gonna wake up next turn. No, it's still asleep. Wait, Rotom! Ah, of course you miss, Rolls. I'm gonna throw the Pokeball because it's almost gonna wake up this turn. Ooh, critical capture! Nice! Rotom's data will be added to the Pokedex. Its body is composed of plasma. It is known to infiltrate electronic devices and wreak havoc. Send it to the box. Oh, something's on the ground. We attained the secret key. Alright, so let's put Ralts away and get back Yggdrasil. Sand, you can take a point. So let's leave the chateau now that we've caught Rotom. Cut down the tree. So, you remember how I mentioned like only one or two things from Platinum ever made into the remake? This key is one of them. The secret key, a high-tech key that has to be used at a specific location and emits a special electronic signal to open a door. This was an event item for Platinum, where if you got it through Mystery Gift around the time Platinum's release, you would get access to a secret room. However, the key is not very good at telling you where it is. You need to go to the Galactic building in Veilstone. Once here, go to this wall right here. And we will get access to the secret room. Here you're going to see a microwave, a fan, a refrigerator, a washing machine, and a lawnmower. You also have 2 books here to read. There's a mysterious notebook here. Its age is impossible to tell. It was by pure chance that I attained information about the Pokemon Rotom. Remarkably, Rotom is able to merge with special motors. Rotom can thereby enter various home appliances and change its form. I have confirmed that Rotom changes its types and the moves it can learn by reflecting the characteristics of any home appliances it enters. This Pokemon requires extensive observation and research and analysis. To ensure I get all the credit, my Rotom research must be kept secret. They will come to recognize me as the scientific genius Char! The rest of the notebook is blank. So, the character that's named Char in this book, this would be known as the Galactic Commander Charom, I think is how you say his name, in Pokemon Platinum. He was one of the 2 characters that were introduced in Platinum and is sadly missing in this remake because it's faithful to Diamond and Pearl. He was the 4th Galactic Commander you would see throughout the story, and while I don't think you ever battled him, he would add things to the story whenever you encountered him. So he was an interesting character, so because this is faithful to Diamond and Pearl, and this is like one of the only few Platinum things they added in this remake, this book is the only reference to this character existing in this game, even though you never see him. However, there is this other notebook here. It is an old notebook, there's no telling how old it is. Our encounter was a sudden one. It was when I found my toy robot, the one that I had earlier misplaced. At that instant, a Pokemon startlingly emerged from the lawnmower's motor. Clutching my robot, I stared in fixation by the peculiar Pokemon. The Pokemon hovered in the air, held aloft by a power unseen. As if curious and unafraid of my presence, it floated towards me. Crackling sounds accompany it, as if from static electricity in the air. Remarkably, it seemed the Pokemon was the source of this power. In alarm, I flinched, certain that my face would be subjected to a shock. Much to my surprise, the Pokemon seemed to favor me with a smile. Finally, I came to realize the Pokemon only wished to be friends. I have decided to name this most wondrous Pokemon Rotom. Simple though it may be, Rotom emerged to me from the motor from my lawnmower. Motor and Rotom. Surely the link is obvious. Rotom is a Pokemon that is simply sensational. The fact that it can turn invisible is simply the beginning. What makes Rotom unique is ability to enter and operate machinery. This is about halfway through. Would you like to keep reading? Rotom and I became fast friends. We were peculiar companions. The electricity from its body forbade contact, however. We could not touch, let alone hug or hold hands, but we cared not, for we were bonded on a much deeper emporial level. Would you like to keep reading? A feeling of mischief got the better of me one day. Seeing Rotom hovering, I decided to startle it. Normally I would not. Perhaps frightened, Rotom discharged power beyond its usual range. I fell, stunned, into the arms of subconsciousness. When I came to my horror, I realized that Rotom had disappeared. I searched high and low for my friend in dismay and desperation. Don't chastise yourself. The fault is mine, no harm done. Let us play as we always have. Though my words poured out, my friend could not be found to hear them. My search for Rotom carried me far from home. It was in the town's rubbish heap that I again found my old toy robot. Curiously, our eyes met. when the robot waved a hand as if in a greeting. I knew that I found my lost friend. I ran to it and hugged Rotom tight, talking on and on. The robot's eyes lit up happily as I held it. I am certain that within it, Rotom was emitting a lot of electricity. Somehow, I felt I could understand Rotom's thoughts better than before. Also, I realized that we would remain friends throughout our lives. That's an interesting story to whoever discovered Rotom. So, if you bring Rotom out, you can have Rotom possess these appliances. The characteristics will change Rotom. If Rotom possesses the microwave, it will become fire type. It will lose its ghost typing to become fire type. If it possesses the fan, it will lose its ghost typing to become flying. If you possess the fridge, it will lose its ghost typing to become ice. If you possess the washing machine, it will lose its ghost typing to become water. And if you possess the lawnmower, it will lose its ghost typing to become grass. So if we have Rotom enter the motor, it will try to learn a move. Rotom will learn a move based on the appliance, so it can use a move for the same type attack bonus. The lawnmower will be Leaf Storm. The microwave, I believe, is Overheat. The fan will be Air Cutter. The fridge will be Blizzard, and the washing machine will be Hydro Pump. You also get the Rotom catalog, so you can freely change Rotom's forms whenever you want. Ah, imagining finding you here. You must be eager to fill your Pokedex to be searching even here. What am I doing? I visit a professor I know in Ecruteak every so often. He tells me intriguing rumors of a rare Pokemon sightings and such. A Pokemon that slips into electronic devices, you say? That is somewhat off from what I've heard about. This is what I've heard. Long ago, there was a Pokemon that merged with a toy robot. Should that Pokemon be recognized as a new species or not? Debates over the issue were about to start when they were rendered a moot. The very topic of discussion, the Pokemon infused in the robot, disappeared. So the Rotom that was in the robot disappeared. This might be the same Rotom we have that went back home to the chateau. If that's where the owner of that diary used to live at. So yeah, now you can just change Rotom's forms whenever. So we'll end things off here, and in the next episode, hopefully if the recording doesn't fail for this again, and if the recording doesn't fail for the next episode, we'll be exploring more Sinnoh and seeing what's changed because of the post-game. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode, and share the video so more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.